I believe that everything truly happens for a reason. I'm sure you've heard this at some point in your life, right? That everything happens for a reason, but sometimes we're just not able to make sense of the things that happen in our lives. And we like, bro, why would this possibly happen? What purpose does this serve? What purpose can this possibly serve? And what I want to say to you is that sometimes we might not understand it, sometimes we might not be able to see it, and sometimes what we want might not be what's best for us. So we have to allow for the universe to lay the ground for us, as it were, to bring things together. Sometimes, everything must crumble before a new beginning is ushered in. So it's very important to trust in not only yourself, because as a human being, it don't matter how smart you are or how smart you think you are, because we are limited within our time and space. You know what I mean? And we have to be present in order for us to do what needs to be done within that time and space so that we can move over to the next stage. So I feel like when things happen, we need to be within this attitude of just being thankful for everything, for the fact that you're still alive. You feel me? When all else doesn't make sense, or you just feel like life is not fair, just be grateful for the fact that you are still here. Because you are still here, it means that you have a purpose to fulfill. You know what I mean? Because there are so many things that discourage us from time to time. Sometimes it's our own thinking. And I feel like almost all of our problems, all of our issues, they stem from our childhood traumas. It's like what happened within our childhood is really what shapes our perception as we get older. You feel me? It's very important then to pay attention to at least try to revisit your childhood. Some of the things that we've been putting off, like for me personally, I've gone through some traumatic experiences, and what I did, instead of dealing with it, instead of facing it head on, what I did was to try to block it out so that I don't think about it anymore. And I thought I'd get away that way, but apparently that's not how it works. You have to actually deal with these things. You have to revisit your past and within your mind, use your imagination. That's how I do it anyway. Or just be willing to accept yourself as you are, the good, the bad, and the ugly. What has happened, the things that you wish never happened, the things that you might regret, just accept it all. And eventually you will have no regrets. You know what I mean? So, it's very important to pay attention to what's going on within the present, because that's where it's all at. The future is not here, the past is not there anymore. All we have is now. So when you are still living and you're still well, you're healthy, or you're going through something, but you're still faithful and you are trusting that things will turn out in your favor, then chances are they will. You know what I mean? So you just gotta keep the faith within you gotta have faith in yourself, and you gotta have faith in the higher power that brought you into this world. Because all these things that we're going through, they're meant to make us stronger. They're meant to make us wiser. They're meant to make us see the world, give us a new pair of eyes. You feel me? And I feel like everybody has infinite potential. The limitations we have are only existing within the time and space that we are in now. You feel me? So when you change how you view things, your perception changes. You allow for that healing to take place by accepting all the things, all the areas of your life that you might not be very proud of. You need to sort of integrate everything. That's how we heal, and that's how we become the best version of ourselves, and that's how we start to make sense of life. And that's when we start to realize that indeed everything happens for a reason. The good, the bad, the ugly, the terrible, all these things, they happen for a reason.